Alright guys, welcome on back, and we're not going to look at the standings here today. The Mets are 5.5 behind the Dodgers now. It's kind of an ugly sight, so we won't worry about it too much. I was looking forward a little bit, so we have another doubleheader the day after this one. You'll see that tomorrow and then the day after. I don't know who's going to start in terms of pitching though, because we have a problem with these double headers in that we can't get our starters enough rest, so we'll see how this goes. That's why I don't like the as-played schedule. I'd rather do the as-scheduled schedule. It was a mistake on my part at the beginning, and it's too late to go back. Here comes Bob Lillis against Ron Darling. Darling is 7-1 with a 2.58 ERA, but you know how it is for us against these Colt 45s. There's a swing and a miss from an off-speed pitch, curveball inside, 0-1. This is blasted to right center field. That's going to be a double at least for Lillis. Lillis comes into the game cold, and Darling gives up an extra base hit. There goes Lillis for third, and he's got it, a triple. Second pitch of the game is knocked out there for a triple, and here comes Bob Aspromonte. And there's a strike to Aspromonte, 0-1. There's a ball low. The fan's growing restless. This is hit over to right field, and it's going to be caught there by Strawberry, but this will score the runner. No chance at all to get him. Well, actually, he doesn't go, so Lillis elects not to go home. I'm surprised by that decision. One away, and here comes Spangler. We had a little lucky break. There's a ball outside to Spangler, and then a ground ball to first. Hernandez goes to the bag. There's 2 away. Mejias now takes a strike, 0-1, hitting 290 is Roman. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Swing and a miss again, and down he goes. So that does it for the Colt 45s. We go to the bottom of the first inning. There's no score, and I can't believe that we gave up a triple and we managed to get out of it. Here comes Lenny Dykstra up against Bob Bruce. There's a fastball down low from Bruce. 2.14 is his ERA, 3-3 the record. He's been pitching well. There's a strike, 1-1. Of course, we have a hard time against Houston, no matter who's on the mound for them. Hit to left field foul is 1-2. We've had a hard time in every one of these games. And it's been kind of frustrating. 1-2 the count now on Dykstra because I don't know what's going on. A little ground ball over to shortstop. Lillis feels that, throws to first, 1 away. Here's Mookie Wilson. There's a ball down low to Wilson, 1-0. You can talk about maybe you ran too much or something. I think we only had 6 hits in the last game that we were shut out in. 1-2 now the count. Kind of hard to win when you're not getting any base hits. And Wilson hits a little ground ball over to first. Fielded by Larker, who flips over to Bruce, 2 away, and here comes Keith Hernandez. Hernandez hits this one foul. He's hitting 344. Swing and a foul ball, 0-2. Mets team is kind of odd because either they hit well as a team or they don't hit at all. 0-2 the count still on Keith. And there's a fastball just outside. It's 1-2. That's outside and low, 2-2. Outside again, 3-2, so full count. Keith has worked him hard. All the way again. That's blasted over to center field. That's going to be down there for a base hit. So Hernandez does his part. He's still around 350 or so. No longer hitting 450 like he was for a little while. Here comes Darryl Strawberry. His average has really sunk, hitting now 268. He's struck out 88 times. And it seems that every time he's in there with a clutch situation, he strikes out. Takes a ball low, another one low, 2-0. That's high. It's 3-0, so they don't want to pitch to him. There's a strike, 3-1, and that's outside, ball 4. This is a late starting game, starting around 8:30 at night. So Strawberry walks, it brings up Gary Carter. I don't know if that's how it actually was in real life or not. You always tell yourself this at the beginning of the replay. You say, I'm going to follow every day in the news, and it becomes a little bit too much after a while. There's a strike down low to Carter, and a ball high, 1-1. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2 now on Gary. Hit over to center, that's going to be a loud out. Easy play there for Warwick, and so down go the Mets in the bottom of the first inning. We go now to the top of the 7th inning. It's a no score, and here comes Carl Warwick against Ron Darling. We've thrown our best pitchers at him, and they haven't done well. Ball inside to Warwick, and there's another one inside, 2-0. Ground ball over to third. Knight has it, throws over to first in time for the out, 1 away. Here's Norm Larker. There's a curveball for a strike outside corner. And a ball outside, it's 1-1. Ball inside now, 2-1. Hit over to left, that's going to be in there for a base hit. Mookie can't get there on time. Good piece of hitting there by Larker. That'll bring up Merritt Renew, another one of these guys I'd never heard of before we started this, who gives me nightmares. He fouls one away, 0-1. All those games in Houston, man. This is hit over to center. That's going to be a base hit landing in front of Dykstra. Dykstra plays that one safely, and there's runners now on first and second here from Malfitano. And Malfitano hits as well also. I noticed that the play-by-play doesn't want to tell me what he's hitting against the Mets. Swing and a miss, and another swing and a miss, 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count. Held up that time, it's 2-2. Inside, full count now to Malfitano, and there's another one inside, ball 4. And Darling trying to be a little bit too fancy with that. That'll bring up Bob Bruce, still with only one out. The pitcher takes a strike, 0-1. And that one almost gets away from Carter, but he knocks it down. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. That's low, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Darling gets the strikeout, and there's 2 away. Here now Bob Lillis, who had a triple the first time up. There's a strike to him. Hits a little pop-up. It's going to be the second baseman, Backman, running over and grabbing that one for the out. We get out of that jam. Go to the bottom of the second inning. It's been nothing but jam against the Mets. Here comes Ray Knight. That's a fastball low, 1-0. Knight from Albany. That changeup misses, 2-0. That's high and away. It's 3-0 the count. There's a strike, 3-1. Fouls that away. I think that was going to be ball 4. Full count. A little breaking ball. He hits it over to first base, and Larker grabs that, goes to first, 1 away. Here now Backman, who takes a ball high. Then a ball low, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Timed that one just right to hit it, but it's a little fly ball over to Spangler and left, 2 away. Here now Kevin Mitchell. I think I said Santana at short earlier at some point in time. It's actually Mitchell who takes the ball low. And the ball high and away. Santana, we're going to bench him for a little while here. There's a strike. It's 2-1. He's been so cold, giving up errors as well. There's a ground ball to third, and Mitchell hasn't been hitting much better. And so we go over to the top of the third inning now. It's still no score, and here comes Bob Aspromonte. There's a strike in their fastball, 0-1. And another fastball, 0-2 is the count. Fouled away, still 0-2. There's strike 3 called. Good fastball, third strikeout for Darling, and 1 away. Spangler now takes the strike. And there's a ball away, 1-1. Swing and a miss, it's 1-2. They say he held up with that check swing. I don't know about that. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, down he goes. 2 away, and here comes Roman Mejias. There's a strike called at the knees. He checked his swing, and there's another strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Darling strikes out the side, and that makes me feel a little bit better. How about that? Go to the bottom of the third inning, and here comes Ron Darling. I said Dykstra. I think I meant Darling strikes out the side. There's a curve out there for a strike, 0-1 on the pitcher. He times this one well, hits it past third base. That's going to be a double easily for Darling. So Darling gets the extra base hit and slides into second base with the double. Here now comes Lenny Dykstra. Second hit of the game for the Mets. And there's a ball inside to Dykstra, 1-0. Hit over to left, but foul, 1-1. Dykstra, by the way, is driven in 24. There is a strike called on him, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes, 1 away, and here comes Mookie. Mookie takes a strike, and another fastball low, 1-1. And 2-1 now as he checked his swing. If foul past first base, 2-2. Fouled the other way, still 2-2. There's a ball low, full count. That's hit on a line over to the second baseman. That's caught there by Amalfitano, who then flips over to Lolis for the double play, and Darling didn't have a chance. So we go to the top of the fourth inning, still no score. Here comes Carl Warwick, and the Mets victims again to very good fielding. There's a strike to Warwick. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Hit foul over to the right side, that will land foul. There's a ball inside, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 6 strikeouts for Darling, 4 in a row. Here comes Larker. There's a ball low to Norm, 1-0. And that's outside, 2-0 the count. There's a strike, 2-1. That's golfed over to right. That's going to be out of play. Strawberry doesn't have a chance, 2-2. There's strike 3. 7 strikeouts, 5 in a row. Here comes Merit Renew. That's hit deep to right. That's going to be a fair ball. That'll be a double at least. Strawberry disappears, and there's the Invisible Man throws that one in. So we've caused another glitch in this game. Here comes Amalfitano, who takes a strike at the knees. There's a little ground ball over to first. Hernandez fields that one and goes to the bag himself, and that will end the inning. We go now to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's no score. Here comes Keith Hernandez. There's a ball low to Keith. And there's another ball, 2-0. There is a strike, a big curve, 2-1. Fouled away, it's 2-2. Low, full count now on Hernandez. Fouled away. That's hit on a line over to the left side. Lillis jumps up and makes an incredible catch. 1 away. Up is Darryl Strawberry, and he takes the ball inside, 1-0. Little ground ball over to Lillis, who throws to first, and there's 2 away. Here now is Gary Carter. Almost 10 o'clock at night, and it's not dark. There's a strike to Carter. It's sort of magic New York. 1-1 the count. There's a ball low, 2-1. There's ball 3. And there's ball 4, so Carter walks, and that'll bring up Ray Knight. Bottom of the 4th inning, runner on at first, and there's a strike tonight, 0-1. That was way inside. Ball outside, 1-1. Fouled away, it's 1-2 on Knight. He gets a hold of this one, hits it over to center field, and that will be caught easily by Warwick. And so the Mets do get a late base runner, but it does nothing. We go to the top of the 5th inning, and still no score. Here comes Bob Bruce. Hits this over to the right side, but foul. 0-1. There's a changeup low. 1-1 the count. There's the breaking ball. 1-2. Good pitch there by Darling. Another breaking ball, but that's hit foul. 1-2 remains. And there's strike 3 called. He went and nailed that corner. 1 away. Here comes Bob Lillis. Ground ball over to first. Hernandez fields it, flips over to Darling covering the bag. 2 away, and here comes Bob Aspromonte. And he takes a strike. 0-1 on the changeup. There's a ball low and outside. 1-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher, and Darling throws to first for the out. And that was fast. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still no score. Here comes Wally Backman. That's up the middle for a base hit, so Backman gets it done. You gotta believe. Backman with the 3rd hit for the Mets, and up comes Kevin Mitchell. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1, and there's another strike, 0-2 on Mitchell. Swing and a miss, look bad. 2nd strikeout for Bruce, 1 away, and here comes Darling. There's a strike about knee high, 0-1. And he bunts over to the right side. That's a good bunt. The first baseman feels it, has to flip over to Bruce covering first. Kind of an odd defensive choice with that bunt. You'd imagine be Amalfitano. So Backman goes to second, 2 away, and here comes Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra hits one foul to the left side, 0-1. There's a ball inside, 1-1. There's a strike knee high, inside, but a strike, and there's a strike right over the heart of the plate. The second one I can forgive, the third one he should have swung. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and it remains a scoreless ball game. Here comes Al Spangler. 4 hits for Houston, 3 for New York. Spangler with a big pop-up over to the left side. Wilson is there, but can't get to that one. It's in the seats. 0-1 is the count. There's a ball inside, 1-1. Wind blowing in from center, by the way. A little pop-up over to right, and that's going to land in there, and that'll be a base hit in front of Strawberry. So Spangler is on base, and that'll bring up Mejias. It's about to say with this weather, unfortunately, OOTP is like Diamond Mind in that it won't remember the weather from Game 1 of the double play for Game 2. It also won't know that you're playing in the same city with 2 different teams. There's a ball inside to Mejias, and then a change-up low, 2-0. Little pop-up over to the left. Basic things like that could be changed in these games. 2-1 the count. But I don't know if there's any actual desire to change stuff. 3-1 the count. There are some guys who like to do research into weather and who can find out weather patterns from any year in basically American history. There's a full count of Mejias. And he hits this over to right field. That's going to be caught by Strawberry, 1 away. And up comes Carl Warwick. We'll go back into double play depth. So you would think that a game designer would be able to take advantage of that, but nobody does it. It's hit over to the right side, but out of play, 0-1. There was a time when people would clamor for that, but that was long ago and far away. Fly ball to right field, Strawberry has that too away. All of the stuff people used to stay on the Diamond Mine boards back in the good old days seems to have died out with the Dane Myers saga. And the OOTP people seem to, the ones who make those sort of suggestions, seem to have gone away after the NPB scandal. So 2-0 now the count on Larker. There's a foul ball, 2-1. And there's a ball low, 3-1 the count. This is fouled away. It's a full count now on Larker. That's golfed over to right field. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Strawberry couldn't get there on time, and there are runners on the corners now for the Colt 45s again. Here comes Merritt Renew. And he takes a ball inside, 1-0. There's a ball low and inside. It's 2-0. Ground ball to first, and it'll be Hernandez fielding that one and going to the bag himself for the out. And so with that, we go now to the bottom of the 6th inning. No score, and here comes Mookie Wilson. Ball inside to Mookie. And there's a ball low, 2-0. There's a strike call, 2-1. Little ground ball over to second, and it'll be Amalfitano throwing to first, one away. Here comes Hernandez. Powers this one over to left. That's going foul, just barely, 0-1. There's a ball low, 1-1. Fouled away, it's 1-2. Hit over to center field. That is going to dive for a base hit. Hernandez fists that one off and just gets one in there to center, and that'll bring up Strawberry. Only the 4th hit for the Mets. Darrell up there takes the ball. Strawberry has actually not struck out today, but he has struck out 88 times this season. 2-0 the count on Darrell. 3-0, so he might get lucky here to take a walk, and he does. 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls, and that's a walk for Strawberry, and here comes Gary Carter with only 1 out. There's a ball low, 1-0. Is Bruce tiring? Maybe. Hits this over to right field. That's going to hold up, and Mejias makes the catch, and there's 2 away, and that brings up Ray Knight. The ball inside to Knight, and it's a ground ball over to short. Lillis has that, flips over to Amalfitano, and that does that. We go to the top of the 7th inning. It's no score, and here is Joey Amalfitano. We played a lot of baseball against the Astros. There's a ball inside of Amalfitano and a ball high, 2-0. And it's an exhausting experience, let me tell you. There's a foul ball to the left side, 2-1. Ball low, 3-1 the count. Little ground ball over to second, and Backman fields that, throws to first, 1 away. Bob Bruce now takes a strike, 0-1. Pop up over to right, that's going to be out of play, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Oh, 2-2 now. Didn't go, they say, so it's a full count here. Remember, this is the pitcher. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Strikeout number 9 for Darling. 2 away, and here comes Bob Lillis. Takes the slider high for a ball. And another one high and outside, 2-0. There's a ball low, 3-0 the count. There's a strike, 3-1. Hit over on a line to center field. That's going to fall in front of Dykstra for a base hit. So Lillis with another hit. He's 2 for 4, and he's been drilling the ball off of us. Here comes Aspermonte, swing and a miss. And ground ball over to third. Knight goes back on that one and then throws over to Backman, covering at second for the out. It was a close play, but he was out. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. There's still no score, and here comes Wally Backman. Swing and a miss by Backman. Timed that one wrong, 0-2 now as he fouled that away. Swing and a miss, down he goes. 4th strikeout for Bruce. Here comes Kevin Mitchell. The ball inside. And the strike, 1-1. That's a changeup low, 2-1 the count. Hit deep to right, but foul. 2-2. Blasted to center. Over the head of the center fielder. That's going to be a double here. And so Mitchell does it. Warwick tried to jump for that one and couldn't quite get to it. It was really hit hard. It brings up Darling now with only 1 out. Runner on at second. And first pitch swing, he hits a fly ball over to left. That holds up for Spangler, 2 away. And here comes Dykstra. Dykstra is 0 for 3 today. Struck out twice, and he takes the ball inside. And a ball high, 2-0. 3-0 now, as that one missed. There's a strike. It's 3-1. Hit deep, but foul to right. Very, very deep on that one. There's a ball low. Ball 4 to Dykstra. That'll bring up Mookie. So runners on at first and second with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. No score. And there's a ball inside to Wilson. Another one low. 2-0. It's hit over to center. That's going to fall in there for a base hit. Here comes Mitchell around. Maybe he'll be able to score, I think. Is he fast enough? He does. He is, and he scores. So the Mets now with a 1-0 lead. That brings up Keith Hernandez. So the Mets finally break through against Bob Bruce. Here comes Hernandez. And there's the ball outside. 0-1 on Keith. And there's another ball. But there's a attempted a double steal. They threw actually to second base and got the trailing runner, Mookie Wilson. And so no stolen base counts for anybody. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 8th inning, and it's a 1-0 lead still for the Mets. Here comes Al Spangler. There's a strike, 0-1 to Al. Swing and a foul ball, it's 0-2. Ground ball up to Backman. He fields that one and throws to first, and it's off target, and that's going to be an error on Wally, and here comes Mejias. So Spangler able to reach. Here comes Mejias, who hits one deep to left, but Wilson is there and grabs that one for the out, 1 away. Dave Roberts up now, and we'll go back to double play depth. Ball low and inside to Dave. Another one inside, it's 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Fouled away, it's 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 10th strikeout for Dykstra, 2 away, and here comes Norm Larker. There's a fork ball for a strike to Larker. Ground ball over to short. It'll be fielded by Mitchell, and he flips over to Backman for the force out at second. And so we go now to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Bob Bruce remains in there, but there have been a couple of changes there. I think Jim Pendleton out there in center field for the Colt 45s. I think that's the only one that we've seen. Here's Keith Hernandez still up there. He's 2 for 3 today, and he takes a strike. It's the second pitch down left field line, but foul. 0-2. And there's strike 3. That curveball hits the inside corner, 1 away, and here comes Darryl Strawberry. Fouled away by Strawberry, 0-1. There's a strike to him, 0-2. Ball low, 1-2. So again, 2-2 the count. Fouled away by Strawberry. No swing, ball 3. Have to hold your breath on that one. Full count. Hit over to center field, and that's going to fall in there for a base hit. So Darryl gets the hit. 1 away. Here comes Carter, and there's a new pitcher for the Colt 45s. It'll be Jim Umbricht. So Bruce did a good job, but couldn't quite make it happen. Here comes Umbricht with Strawberry taking off and stealing second base, and with Carter up there. Carter takes the strike. Strawberry steals successfully. That's his 16th steal. 0-1, and now it's 0-2. And there's a ball low. 1-2 the count. Inside, 2-2. Hit over to center field. That's going to hold up, and it'll be caught there by Coleman. Or, I'm sorry, Pendleton is his name. Jim Pendleton. And he throws in, but Strawberry able to tag up at second, moves to third on that catch. There's 2 away. Runner on a third base now for Ray Knight. Knight has driven in 27 this season. He takes the strike, 0-1. Ball low and inside, 1-1, and that's high, 2-1. There's another strike in the outside corner, 2-2, and it's a swing and a miss, and down goes Knight. So the Mets don't do much in that inning. We go to the top in the 9th inning, and Darling's going to try for the complete game. Up first is Renew, who takes a ball low. This is hit over to left field, but foul. 1-1 the count. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Hit over to left. Foul again. 1-2 it remains. There's strike 3 called on the inside corner. Number 11 for Darling. Pinch hitter will be Pidge Brown. 1-0 Mets, top of the 9th, 1 out. Ball inside, 1-0 to Pidge. There's a ball low. It's 2-0. Hit over to right, and Strawberry going over there, and that's out of his reach. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 12 strikeouts for Darling, 2 away, and here's Hal Smith. There's a strike to Smith, 0-1. Another strike in there, 0-2 is the count. There's a ball high, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 13 strikeouts for Darling. And so the Mets get it done, a 1-0 victory, and that feels good after that big 4-0 defeat yesterday. The Mets win this one. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, and no runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Houston. But of course, Darling with the 13 strikeout performance. And so Generation K is still a thing. Final score again, Mets 1, Colt 45's nothing. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.